Hello and welcome to this tutorial. So we are going to learn how to configure our booking form in Modern Events Calendar, and to this end we need to enable the booking module at first. So how to enable it? For enabling it, you have got to go to Settings from Mac Dashboard, and then you'll click on Booking in the menu, and simply by checking the box for enabling booking module, it will be enabled. You have three fields here. The first field is for date format. If you want to change it, you can go to WordPress settings and general section. Then in the next field you've got maximum date, which is the number of tickets that can be booked in the reservation list. And at last we have a thank you page, which we've created before, and by choosing it your users can be redirected to this page after they made their purchases. So the next one is a box enable express attendees form. So if you enable it and you want to buy a ticket for more than one person, all the tickets will be filled with information of yourself, so you don't have to fill those forms with information of different people. The next part is email verification and confirmation, which I'll check the boxes for them, so you don't have to verify and confirm all the tickets that have been purchased by your users. Now I'll just save my changes. After that, you can see that two new menus have been added to the settings of Mac. A booking form, which is editable, but you have to bear in mind that it has two default fields called name and the email. I will add three more fields to it: a text, a telephone, and at last a drop-down box. So I will add here the address, and it could be a required field or an optional one. I'll let it be an optional one. Next one would be a phone number field. I'll write the title for it. And at last, the third one could be a type field. For example, if my ticket can be a VIP ticket or a regular one. By clicking on the option, you can add these new options to a drop-down box. Now my booking form is also set, and I will save the changes for it. The next step is the payment gateways. Here I can choose the payment methods that I want to be available to my customers. It could be Pay Locally, Express, Credit Card, Stripe, or WooCommerce. So all of these are built-in payment gateways of Mac itself, but for WooCommerce you've got to go to the plugin section of WordPress and install and activate WooCommerce for it. So you can see here that I just enabled the Pay Locally method, and you can also fill the form with HTML code if you want. And then I will save my changes, and I will again go to my events page to show you how did it change. So you can see that everything is just as it was before: my date, my hourly schedule, event location, the organizer, and my event cost. But just below the event cost field, you can see that there is a new menu called Booking. This is the booking module where you can set your tickets. So this is the total booking limits. You can make it unlimited, or you can just set a limit for it, for example 150 that I will add here. So after that, you can add tickets by simply clicking on Add Button. The name of it would be a sample ticket, for example. I can set a start time and an end time for my ticket, which if you don't even set it, would be as default of your date and time in your event. And then you can add a description for it. For example, a sample ticket for valuable learning. After that, you can set the price label, and also the available tickets. So here we'll add $100. You can also change the price label, the currency. It could be dollars, it could be pounds, it could be anything you want. And the available tickets would be, for example, 100. You can also remove the ticket and add a new one if you want. In the next field, you can see price per date. So this ticket could be sold from, for example, 8th to 13th for $100. And you can add another date for it, and from 14th to 18th it could be sold for $120. The label is just the same as the previous one. So the booking form is actually inherited from the global options it means the menu that you just adjusted or set it in your settings. So you can change these fields as well in this page too. So here you can see we have got our text, tell, and drop down box that we set in our settings. Here we'll check this box to be as default from our settings, and so it is inherited from the global options. Now I'll update my event, and then simply click on View Post to see my page. So here it is, single event page. I organize on the information that I said here. I'll click on Register. I will be redirected to my booking form. So here is the form, the date that I set, also the title for my ticket, sample ticket, and the description that I set, sample ticket for followable learning, and here is the number of tickets you want to purchase, for example 3. Now I'll click on Next. I can fill the form that comes up with my own information, and so for the last 2 tickets that I'm going to purchase, the form will be filled with the same information if you check the box at the bottom of the form. So the address is just optional, but the phone number is a required field that we have to fill. Okay, if I uncheck this box, you can see that I have to fill the form for 2 other tickets that I'm going to purchase, but if I just check it, I don't have to do that. I'll just click on Next, and I'll be redirected to the payment method, which is pay locally, and the price is about $300. So I'll just submit it, and I'll be redirected to the next page. I can download the invoice. After some seconds, I'll be redirected to the thank you page that I created before. I hope that you learned something today.